Hello everyone. So today, since in my last video, I had talked about splitting this up, since I had so many unused pages. I wanted to go ahead and split it up to create a new book for 2026, and I wanted to show you guys how I do that. So that's what this video is going to be about. So this was the 2025 Sterling Ink pocket size common planner, the full size, because she didn't have the compact back then, and I had taken out the notes, most of the notes section, and made it into just a planner. So I had a compact version. If you saw my Instagram stories, you know. So this was all one book, and now it's two books, which now is going to be cut up into a third. But I had a lot of questions last time, so I figured since I'm doing videos, I will be going through with it on video to show you guys exactly how I do that. So right now I'm looking for where the pages, I forgot what it was called, the signatures are split. So I don't know if you can see, it's not gonna focus very well, but you're looking for where each tiny little signature divides, and this is where it's gonna be. So I have only a few blank pages that will stay here. So right here is where we're gonna separate, but before I do that, I'm going to separate the back cover. Let me see if I can undo this without ripping it. Let me make sure I mark the page 104. Now I'm only doing this just so the signatures don't rip off and separate when I make it into a new book, because I want it to stay together. If I just start ripping them off, it's not gonna work well at all for me. Now, hopefully, see, I'm just gonna slowly peel my binding tape off of this. Now, if you're doing this to a new notebook, it's probably not gonna have the binding tape, but it's gonna have some kind of paper or something. Probably not as sticky as this thing. Okay, I'm only gonna separate it so much. All right, so I'm just gonna leave it like that because I think that's enough. Okay, go back 104. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that the tape isn't stuck on that signature. It's a process, guys. So, you know, if this is something you want to do with an old notebook, you absolutely can. It just takes a little extra finessing. I should cut this off, but you know what? I'm gonna cut it off. I can't find my X-Acto blade, so my box cutter is gonna have to do. Okay, we're just gonna get as close as we can. All right. Come on. We're just cutting through the tape. So that's the back cover. Yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna stay together, but oh well, we'll see what we can do. All right, back to page 104. It's gonna stay sticking everywhere. Okay, and now I'm gonna take the box cutter and slowly cut the glue that's holding these bitches together. Okay, I was trying to cut. Okay, I think I need to cut more of this binding tape off. I'm just gonna rip the whole thing off. Okay. I gotta add a new one anyways. All right. Okay. So, like I was saying, you find where the signatures start and end, and then you're gonna use blade. See, because if you kind of pull at it, you see it starting to separate. You just want to keep doing that. Well, there goes that last page. Okay. This is scary, I'm not gonna lie. When I first did it, it's not that great. Okay, this one's just getting stuck everywhere, so we're gonna get rid of that. Do I recommend doing this? Not really. Unless, you know, you have unless you have something with signatures like this where it's easy to cut apart, I don't recommend doing this. But you know, if you like to DIY things, then it's a fun little project. So I'm going to take the tape off of the back side, this one, and then we're going to reattach this one so it's a notebook, and this was for 2025 and this one's going to be for 2026. So I do have I already cut up some holographic cardstock that I bought off of Amazon, and I have some faux leather vinyl, and this is going to be for the covers of these two. So what we're gonna do, I'm going to add the vinyl to the cardstock because the leather portion is going to be the outside and the holographic will be on the inside, kind of like the black notebooks I made. Actually, we're going to do it like this, much easier. So I made the vinyl portion bigger, and then we're going to cut off the extra. I'm usually doing this like, I must put it the wrong way, in a hurry on my kitchen island, but I don't have time for that. So this is what it is. I'm going to cut the excess off real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead, I went ahead and I cut the excess off. I'm going to round the corners so they match the corners of this. Only on two sides, so, and it's pretty small, so I'm going to use the small one. That didn't go through. There we go. a little bit here. Okay, cool. All right, so this is my front and my back cover and the inside. Technically you're supposed to have like a different binding on here, and I could put a black paper. Maybe I should before I do this. Maybe I should add the black paper. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, so give me a second. Okay, so I went ahead and I got some plain black paper, and I'm going to add it as an inside cover. So I'm also going to round these corners out so they match, and then we're going to tape it up. Well, then we're going to glue it, and then we're going to tape it. So oh my God. There we go. All right. Let's get shit out of the way. All right, so what I'm going to do, what's easier for me is getting tape runner, and I'm going to, actually, this is too narrow. Usually I use a tape runner, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I'm going to find my glue stick, if I can find it. It's not in here. Yeah, you can hear me looking through everything. Okay, this will do, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to apply some glue right here, just a little bit to the edge. Okay. So I'm going to line it up like this. Hopefully I got the size right. It's a little off, but who cares? It's gonna get covered up. Okay. Just gonna make sure that this sits pretty. Okay. And I'm gonna do that to the back side as well. So we're just gonna put right here on the border. I'm sorry if you can't see. I can't see what I'm doing. It's cloudy here today. It's gonna rain, which I love. Okay. But it's killing the light in here. Okay. Just gonna stack it up, line it, just like that. Press it down. I'm gonna glue everywhere. Okay, now this was the back. Yeah, so we got the back and the front. Okay, so far so good. I don't remember if I glued this to this. I think I did. But I did use tape here. So I'm probably gonna do that too. Okay. All right. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna tape it up. So everything is lined up. Okay, now I have two different size tapes. This is the one I usually use for the sticker books. This is 1.5 binding tape. Nope, just 1 inch. Okay, 1 inch. This is the 1.5. Yeah, so I used the 1.5 on this one before because it was much thicker, but I might go with the 1 inch this time. I think it'll give me enough room on the front and back. So we're gonna go with that. Let's see, hold on. Just humor me. I don't know how much I want. How much do I want? I think I want something sturdier. We're gonna go with the 1.5 inch. Okay. You guys get to go through all of my decision making and my nonsense. So, yay, you guys. This is kind of the same process I do for the sticker books. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm so sorry. My husband was trying to tell me something and yelling at me. Okay, so, nope. This is gonna be the tricky part, but what I normally do, I just stack it and then I use any binder clip really, just to hold it together. And then we're gonna guesstimate. So if this is the front. Okay. Hopefully I got this straight. All right, so now that the tape is on there, I want to make sure that this tape is very secure on the signatures itself. And then we're just gonna bend it back and forward. Make sure that everything is nice and sealed. Again, it's not meant to be perfect, but it gives you something new without having to buy anything new. So now we're just gonna cut off this excess of tape. Now you can add a bookmark before you add the tape if you wanted to. I always rip out my bookmarks because I use clips and other things. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that there's nothing sticking out. Okay, do the same thing over here. This tape is sticky, man. It's really hard once it sticks to get it off. So, you know, if you're doing this, do it slowly. just take your time. I'm doing it pretty fast because I'm used to doing this, and I'm not looking for perfection here. I want a new journal cover. Okay. All right, so this is our new book. Now I can add some washi tape to give this more rigidity on the inside when I open it up, which I'll probably do. I just don't know what washi I want to use right now, but I did want to show you guys my process for doing it, for making a new notebook out of my old one. This is probably the third time I've done this, so I think I get sloppier as I go, not better. Anyway, so now I have a nice hollow inside, like paper, and then you see when we put the glue, again, you know, just be a little more careful than me, but normally, which I'll probably just stick this down to here because that's usually what I do in my notebooks anyways. Same with this back one, but yeah, so now I have 2 notebooks. Yay. Okay, well, now I have a new notebook for my old one, so now this can stay as my 2025 that I abandoned. Boo. And now I can set this one up for the new year. So now I get to add all the stickers and start a new fresh journal. I will put this one back on here, and I will put a smaller binding tape because this is much smaller anyways, and I'll archive this, or I say archive like like I have this whole system. I don't. I throw it in a box because that's what I have and it works. So that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, so there you go. This is my new journal. Next time you'll see it, it'll have stickers and be pretty. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to add the links to everything that I used in the description, which I'm learning to do. What else? But yeah, if there's anything else that you wanted to know about, just message me because I forget a lot of things. Okay, bye.